There's a good chance if you've wakeboarded, you tried it. There's an even better chance you've been slammed by it. Double ups. It's one of the toughest moves in wakeboarding to master for both the driver and the rider. Let's hand this off to the masters, Parks and Rusty, as they help you unlock the mystery of double ups.
Hey, what up? I'm Parks Bonifay. This is Rusty Malinowski. We're out here on Rusty's Lake right now, and we're going to give you a couple tips and pointers for doing some double ups. A double up is actually where a boat goes straight and it actually curves around and goes back into its original rollers. The two rollers converge and actually doubles up. This is where it gets even bigger than the normal roller. You see 1080s, double flips, and we're going to do something right now, so check it out. So right now I'm going into my pre-turn for the double up. Pre-turns help your lake out because you're not sending rollers all the way back down the pass. So if you do a pre-turn, your lake will stay calmer longer. So now I'm doing the pre-turn, setting up the original roller. You want to make sure the boat is really straight. Any type of leaning with the boat can dictate how the roller is going to look for the double up. So now I'm going to swing wide for the double up. Wider the better. You can make sure that the boat can get back on plane. You're not accelerating through the double up. You want a really consistent speed, and you want the boat to be level. It also gives you more time to line up the angle of your double up. If you want to open your double up, you would come out of your turn earlier, like this, but if you wanted to tee it up more, you would lean into it more at the end. Try to keep the boat level. And let Rusty bang out roll the blinds all day. Yeah, buddy.
All right, so every rider is different. People prefer different things. For me personally, I like to hit a teed up double up, like almost just 90 degrees. I feel like it gives you the biggest chunk of double up to get into and take off from. A lot of people prefer more open. It's when the boat just slightly leaves the double up open, easier to get into, I believe. But I don't feel like there's as much pop on an open double up. And then nothing worse than an over-teed double up when the boat kind of passes 90 and makes it really, really challenging to get into even the first, and most times you can't get into the second.
All right, so this is a borderline triple up for Rusty. This is when Rusty goes the biggest. So you're on your pre-turn. I'm gonna give a little bit of a kink to these rollers. Now what will happen is these rollers will converge. And that's the spot that I'm going to give Rusty the double up. It makes the double up probably another foot bigger or so. It allows Rusty to really get into it and go as high as he possibly can. I'll probably do like an indie glide or something. Really key to leave these open, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do. The bigger the double up, the more you got to leave it open because it makes it really tough to get into as these rollers get bigger and as you keep going into 90 degrees. So the bigger they are, try to leave it open.
All right, a double up, 3 rollers. The very first roller, definitely the easiest to get into. I would say if you're a beginner, go for the first roller just because you can, get it right in your mind. You can see all the 3 rollers and it's not too hard to get into. Second roller, definitely 9 times out of 10, that's the roller I hit, and it's always going to be there, big and shaped up, good for basically any kind of trick you're learning. Third roller, really depending on the situation. The only time I go for third roller is if the second one doesn't look big enough, or if, as of lately, trying double flips. So those are your 3 options. Get your driver on the same page as you, and a lot of times when the double up's it's shaping up and it's looking like a good one, and then last second the driver makes a little change. He might over tee it just a touch, and you're planning on going for the second or third, and you're gonna have to maybe change really quick and go for the first roller, or vice versa. He opens it up too much, so then when it's open, you can go for the third one.
Double ups are obviously one of the hardest things to hit in wakeboard. Not like your typical wakeboard trick. It takes time, experience, and you actually have to watch this thing happen to figure it out. It'll be a mystery for a while, but stay at it, keep your fingers